Here we go with Chapter 7, Lesson 2, Simplifying Algebraic Expressions. Before we can talk about simplifying an expression, we first have to pick apart what the different parts of an algebraic expression is. Now, if you remember from earlier this year, an algebraic expression is an expression containing numbers, variables, and operations. Okay, so this section here is going to have a lot of vocab. So parts of the algebraic expression. When addition or subtraction signs separate an algebraic expression into parts, each part is a term. So here's your first vocab. Each of the different parts separated by addition or subtraction is your term. The numerical part of the term that contains a variable is called the coefficient of the variable. Here's your second vocab word. In this chapter, we will work only with terms with an exponent of 1. In this case, like terms are terms that contain the same variables, such as 2n and 5n, or 6xy and 4xy. A term without a variable is called a constant. So there's two more vocab words for you. Like terms and constant. So if we look at our examples here, so 3x plus 7 plus x plus 2. Each of these is a term, so 3x, 7x, and 2. They are all terms, so there are 4 terms. The coefficient of x in this first example is 3. The coefficient here would be 1, because there's no number there. Anytime there isn't a number there, it's a 1. And then your 7 and your 2 would be constants, if you see down here. The 3 would be an example of a constant there, because there is no variable. And then like terms, 5y and 2y, they both have a y, so they would be like terms, just like up here. 3x and x, they both only have an x, so they would also be like terms. Okay, so if we look at the expression 6x minus 2y plus x minus 5, we want to pick out the different pieces and fill them into our bubbles here. So first vocab word, your term. That was each part that was separated by the addition or subtraction. So each of these is a term. So we have 6x, we have negative 2y when there's subtraction, make sure you make it negative. There's an x, and then there is a negative 5, so there are 4 terms. Okay, like terms, that's where the variable is exactly the same. So we're not just looking for variables, we're looking for the same variable. So if we go through, do a little highlighting, we see a 6x, there's no x there, there is an x there, so they are like terms. I check out my next one, I have a y here, but nothing else has a y, so the y has no like terms. So like terms would be 6x and x. Then our constants, remember those are the numbers, our coefficients, if I jump down here. Coefficients are the numbers with the variable. So if I go through, here's a variable, constant is 6. There's a variable, constant is negative 2. And here's a variable, it's nothing there, so it's a 1. No variable there, so there's no coefficient. So 6, negative 2, and 1. I apologize, I think I kept saying constant there. We were talking about coefficients, because in constant, the number without a variable is negative 5. Okay, so don't mix those two up. Coefficient is the number with a variable. Constant is the number without a variable. And then don't forget, minus makes them negative. Okay, now that we know what each piece of our algebraic expression is, we can talk about simplifying an algebraic expression. So an algebraic expression is in simplest form if it has no like terms and no parentheses. When you use the distributive property to combine like terms, you are simplifying the expression. So we did a little bit of simplifying last section, but now we're going to take them one step further, where I'm looking to make sure that I have no like terms. So to simplify each expression, first, check, are there any parentheses? For part A, we have 4x plus 6 plus 2x. There's no parentheses, so we don't have to worry about distributing. Now we want to look for like terms. So I see a 4x, there's no x, and a 2x. Then I see a 6, there's nothing left, so nothing matches that 6. So 4x plus 2x, well, 4x plus 2x, we're going to add our coefficients, giving us 6x plus, nothing else matches that 6, so just plus 6. Okay, in part B, 5n plus 2 minus n minus 6. Again, if we go through and highlight, So 5n, there's no n there. I see an n here, there's no n there. Then plus 2, I can't add that to the n, but I can combine that with the negative 6. Okay, so I have 5n minus n. Well, 5 minus 1 gives me 4n. Notice my exponent is not changing with my n. I'm only working with my coefficients. Then 2, positive 2, minus 6 gives us a negative 4, so 4n minus 4. Okay, now part C, the last one. This time I see I have parentheses, so I need to distribute. Watch your sign. I have a negative 3 that I'm going to distribute to each piece inside. So I have 6y, negative 3 times x gives me negative 3x, so minus 3x, negative 3 minus 2y, remember negative, negative makes it positive, so plus 6y. Go through now and check for like terms. I see a 6y, this has no y, plus 6y, then negative 3x, there's nothing left to match it with. So go through, maybe box and circle if it helps you. 6y plus 6y, well 6 plus 6 gives me a positive 12, y comes down. All I'm left with is minus 3x, so final answer 12y minus 3x. All right, there's lesson 2.